Alright, so done a little bit of reading, avoided good enough spoilers, and I'm going to be informing the Railroad about the Battle of Bunker Hill. Not the Brotherhood of Steel, though I hear they show up anyway. But first I'm going to turn in some odds and ends that I don't think would justify a full video.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Alright. And then I go back to Virgil. Hand him that serum. Virgil! Virgil! Hey, buddy.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
So it's good.
There's only one way to find out. All right. Here we go. Now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Protect and serve.
Now then, on to the Railroad. So I guess the important part of this quest is how I talk to Father afterwards. That'll determine whether or not I get kicked out of the Institute. Could just do what he wants me to do, but I also don't want to get kicked out of the Railroad, so I'm gonna play favorites with both as long as I can.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
Alright.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church.
Institute presence increases odds of detection of all northern routes by 52%.
52%. That's prohibitively dangerous.
Charmer, how do you feel about getting thrown back into the fire?
I'm on a first-name basis with fire.
You're in the right line of work, then. We've hit a snag with Dr. Amari. You haven't met her. She works in Good Neighbor.
I actually have
plays
met
a
her.
vital role in our organization. Synths are supposed to go to the memory den. The doctor gives them a new set of memories, then they move out. But her latest patient is stuck there. The runner's route has been compromised, and we're looking for options.
about the options.
We're trying to come up with another route that leads to the proper destination. Maybe... Pam, what if we reroute through Lexington?
The switchboard is a nexus of Institute activity. Odds of detection increase exponentially with proximity to the nexus.
In English, Pam.
She means we can't run ops anywhere remotely near Switchboard. The Gen 1s blocking the original route have to go.
I think the doctor's right.
You see? Even he agrees with me.
Enough. We do it your way, then. Go to Dr. Amari and tell her rerouting isn't possible. You're there to clear the route for one last run. There's a lot at stake here, so get the job done.
Systems locked. Building statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
I'm very busy.
Desdemona.
Unless you need my
I
medical
just heard the
expertise,
most
please
fascinating rumor.
bother someone
The story
else.
goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, that character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I don't know.
Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally in your hands.
Desdemona.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute, who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the codename Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
How do I make contact?
Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. And, if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to tell you about Bunker Hill.
Something on your mind?
Yeah.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
We'll lose a lot more than 4 synths if the Institute kicks me out.
Then we need to make sure you stay in their good graces. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
With me working the inside angle, this is doable.
We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take them down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Alrighty. Sounds like I have a lot to do for the Railroad in the next episode.
Hey, it's Charmer. Charmer's back.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? No time for that, though. Let's set you up to contact Patriot. I got here one genuine Tinker Time special. Just load her up onto a holotape, plug her into any Institute terminal, and execute.
Alright. Thanks, Tinkertown. To Bunker Hill. Load. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, good.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Request...
So the funny thing about this mission is I'm literally on everybody's side, so nobody shoots at me.
They're not your enemy. They are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and creating.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is going on here? Alright, so we got the Brotherhood, the Railroad.
Join the Railroad.
The hell? So I guess the machine guns stay aggressive at you regardless. Just kill that.
When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. You'll find it.
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you. You've given us another chance tonight. Don't forget it.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Thank you for sparing us.
I appreciate it. It's fucking wild out there. So what exactly am I supposed to be doing now? Got there. What the fucking railgun? What is that? Gauss rifle. Armored coat MK. What the fuck is an armored coat? They done? Somebody win? Oh.
Bunker Hill is ours!
Any suffering you may incur. Life signs detected.
Did you win? Holy shit. Weird.
Is someone present?
What? No. Stop. Well then. Get out of here again. Can't remember where I came in. Shit's still going down out here. That's nice. What is Trash Can Carly here for? Just hanging out. Alright. I'd like to know why the Brotherhood of Steel showed up. Seems kind of weird. It was a nice, three-way war there. Minutemen had no reason to get involved, but, the other three, everyone's there. Gang's all here. What is he here for? Have I been here before? I thought I just went around the outside of this place. I don't remember going inside.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Hello.
This doesn't really ring a bell here.
Detected. Curious. Must be terminated.
So I'll look around for some fat loots. Can't squeeze in. Ugh. Buddy, no.
What is it?
So where the fuck are the stairs? There we are.
You'll never leave here alive.
That's fine. I don't need to.
Huh? Gonna find you. Gonna kill you.
They must be above me, I guess. This particular room kind of rings a bell. Wow.
You're here. You're here.
That's it.
No way outside up here? Huh. There. This was surprisingly devoid of anything useful. Ooh. So he's just hanging out over in the ruins and he's not actually inside. I guess. Oh, what the hell? There he is, just on the roof here.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Probably DNA backup.
Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate.
Yeah.
An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Feels so loaded.
Are you following?
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.